haven't quite figured out is who pays the credit default swaps?
That's a beauty. Our U.S. Treasury, who is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but who does he go to collect from? Actually, he's coming back to get us.
So I guess the question is, how is it that originally it was private parties who were responsible and somehow got transferred to the Treasury? Right. How did that happen?
Yeah, what we did was Wall Street was able to, when they eliminated the Glass-Steagall Act, which Bob talked about, they were able to eliminate they were able to allow the risk to start running crazy, but they did not take the risk off of our banks, off the government.
So it's like an FDIC, the government.
Right, FDIC is guaranteeing all this junk.
So the $75 trillion thing that we heard recently that the Bank of America.
There's two banks. Chase has the same too.
Right.
They got the profits, we got the losses.
Yeah.
So they transfer these I guess credit default swap type things to the Bank of America that's insured by FDIC.
And those are just the ones that have come in so far.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not even halfway through the snake's belly.
Are we paying those? Is FDIC
someone's got to pay them, and right now it's going into our national debt. And the banks are not hurting.
Scam these guys.
Yeah. You know what? Here's what we have to do is we have to take our hat off to them because it was brilliant. It wasn't ethical, but it was brilliant. Now it's time for us, the everyday Joe, to get brilliant and understand these things. They tell us we're too stupid to understand. We are not. Okay, questions for 1, 2.
Oh, my question is that occupiers from New York all the way to Seattle, San Francisco, LA, take a variety of actions, some legal by getting proposals through city council, or they try to say we need a moratorium on foreclosures, or they take actions that are kind of a little bit outside the law that involve civil disobedience. And this may not be your specialty, and we're trying to kind of like assess what other occupiers have done, or at least I am trying to look at what they've done. If you were to see a model, there is like the Move Your Money campaign, which initially a lot of occupiers started out with. But if you were to see some kind of unique model of everyday actions outside of what I can do to move out of this bank or that, what kinds of actions, if any, would you see occupiers in Southern Oregon doing?
Okay, I see this move people, unrelated people, into vacated buildings as a frightening action. I'll tell you why. We have built a large attorney network, and we consult with them on everything, and they said you're going to lose, lose, lose. And where we've seen that done across the country, it has not gotten traction. Here's the first question. Regardless of what you want to do, ask yourself first, what is the intended outcome? And if you're not going to get that intended outcome, put your limited time, dollars, and talents into something else. We have been able to keep families in homes with a fraction of the effort and stress that's going to take. So that's not an area that we are going to choose to go at Good Grief America. We won't oppose it if anybody else does. What we're seeing is arrests, fines, and evictions. And you get a bunch of press. And here's the problem with press. Press can be good or bad. And typically what we're watching is the long-term results of the press has been worse for us than the positive effects on that particular issue. In particular communities, it might be different. You go into an all-black community in Detroit where you have lots of knowledge and understanding and support the fact that that community is continually being oppressed, they will currently come out with their neighbors and support them. In a community like this, you tell people you're in foreclosure, or you talk about this issue, you get alienated by your neighbors. You don't get supported. So if there's anything we can do in these types of rural communities to do that makes a difference, is get education and support, and getting people supporting each other and understanding the actual problem behind the curtain so that we can start finding solutions. You want to keep people in houses? Call us. We know how to keep them in their house. And one of the things that we're doing is we're calling them on the rule of law, and that's how we're winning in courts. And we have got the judges in Jackson and Josephine County with their heads turned around now. And we're doing it county by county. And if we go in and start doing illegal actions, we're going to lose that traction. Because we go in, what the banks are doing is illegal, so I don't want to join them. So I would say education and support of what's going on to homeowners, people suffering. Most people are not going to come tell you they're suffering because they're so ashamed. We got to find ways to bring the walls down. We have sent out thousands of little postcards, and by the way, I have flyers back there if any of you want information on us. And you've also got a sign up where you can sign up if you want to be on our email list, and we have buttons to give away free. But we've sent out thousands of postcards for people to call us that are in foreclosure. We know who they are because we get the list from the title companies. Not one has ever called us. It's word of mouth. It's you talking to your neighbors, your families, your friends. This is the power of the people with feet on the ground. And that's what works. Advertising doesn't work. And so I hope I brought you some valuable ideas, concepts. Our website, we're getting a brand new website in a few weeks, but our website right now is loaded. We have lots of free stuff that'll help people move from where they are to where they want to go.
What is that website?
We're out of time. It's and we have material back there. It's www.goodgriefamerica.org, and we've got it right back in the back corner. Where did Michelle? You've got Laura's holding them up back there. Okay, so thank you for having me.